Alright everybody, in this video I'm going to show you that they're controlling us through fear, um, that we've known about hydrogen and the use of it for a very long time. I'm actually going to show you a news clip from 1980, and this is something I found in one of my subscriptions. I'm subscribed to this the channel that goes by the name Spellground, and I found this video real interesting, and I found something in it very interesting as well at the end. But this kind of video you'll see on YouTube nowadays, not on the mainstream media. This is the kind of thing you'd have to find on YouTube somewhere. But in 1980, this was mainstream news, and there's other means of energy as well. They suppress the works of Tesla. I mean, we can have free energy. Egypt, I believe, had free energy. That's what the pyramid was a big battery using an underground aquifer. Okay, so something's going on here. They're controlling us through fear. They're suppressing things that can help us. They're keeping us from nature. They're having us skilled in one thing, uh, to go back and forth and do that one thing all day long, and that's not the way we're supposed to be. They have us enslaved, people. They have our minds enslaved to the system, and it's time to get out of it, because there's other ways, and this is proof. And here, I'll play the first part of it, and then I'll show you something at the end that's gonna uh, show how they're using fear.
Alternate sources of energy successfully replace our current pollution-causing fossil fuels.
See, Rambo's Daily Planet will periodically report on possible alternatives. Tonight, he reports on brown gas.
Well, put your thinking caps on, because for most of us, the technical reasons why brown gas works are mighty complicated to understand. So we're going to break it down a little bit. Brown gas begins with water, it ends with water. Pretty simple. When it produces a flame, it does so not through explosions like fossil fuel, but through implosions. And here's a definition for a word you'll tossed around. When something is sublimated, in this case, it means it's being directly changed from a solid to a gas. So here goes.
What the professor has done is taking ordinary tap water, separated it into two atomic components, hydrogen and oxygen, and now we have a clean burning fuel that's renewable and reusable, and when you burn it, it goes right back to water. This is a piece.
Okay, so I've seen other methods as well, but if say they had kept up on this and kept searching it, imagine what we'd have right now. They already do. There is already stuff out there that's like this. Right before Japan had its tsunami, they introduced a hydrogen car. So this is what's going on. They suppress information. They suppress information and keep you from having any knowledge of anything except for what they train you and condition you to do for the rest of your life. All the answers are in nature. We need to get back to nature and start growing things again. Everybody should grow a garden some size and put back to nature and eat your own food. That's one big way. That's probably one of the best ways to protest that there is, besides killing trees for your signs that you use chemical markers on to yell and scream and not be heard. Waving placards around and arguing with people on the street and being divided. And this is all what they're doing to us. And now I'm going to show you here how they control us by fear. This was in 1980. Here you're going to hear them say in 1980 there's an energy crisis. Well, there's an energy crisis now. What is an energy crisis? Is that just to keep the price of gas at the price they want it, so they can, have us paying out more and have to go back and forth more, to this thing they call work? So here, check it out. Okay, did you hear that? To solve the energy crisis. We've been in an energy crisis for 32 years. So, I think we're pretty smart enough. I think we're intelligent enough to have solved this problem by now. So, there's a problem here. Someone's suppressing information and keeping it from the public. They don't, they're not out for the elite, the 1%. People always say, who are they? Well, okay, I'll tell you who they are. They walk on red carpets. They wear crowns. They wear robes. They have gold all over the place. They have houses made of gold. They have minions and puppets that they have do their bidding while they stay behind the scenes, behind the curtain. So that's who they are. Listen again.
Well, for other purposes, we wouldn't have to worry about the ozone layer. We wouldn't have to worry about the emissions.
Here.
Advocates say it will take radical ideas to solve the energy crisis. Everybody is.
Okay. See, as long as you're, maybe it's not fear, it's angst. As long as you're in angst and anxious about something, you're always worried. You're always, you're always locked into the system, and you always are fighting to stay so you don't, because of your fear keeps pushing you. Fear is good, don't get me wrong, but not when it's manipulated. And our egos are also manipulated. I'll get to that later. Michael Tsarian has some good stuff about the ego. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. Check out my blog at reddawnpost.com and on Facebook. It's facebook.com/reddawnpost. I'll get back with you when I find more stuff. Thanks.